fuck is up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. In today's video, we are talking about my January favorites. I forgot to check my mic. Okay, hopefully the mic is good throughout this video. If you are new here, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe if you guys love favorites videos. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, or if you don't like it, or if you hate watching, feel free to hit the thumbs down. We love that too. But I'm so excited. I love favorites videos. They're some of my favorite videos to do. I know. Revolutionary content is what you're getting from me, guys. But today we're going to talk about makeup, skincare, hair care primarily, and then we have some adult beverages to talk about as well. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to start with my favorites, and then I'll probably incorporate the fails throughout this video. And I would love to hear what your guys' favorites were for the month of January. I do also want to mention, I'm not going to mention any palettes. I'm going to do a separate palette ranking probably tomorrow. So all of my eyeshadow palettes from January, or all the palettes that I used last month, it'll be last month tomorrow. All the palettes that I used in January, I will be posting that video probably tomorrow. So, hello all the bridges in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? How you guys doing out there? Let's dive in. Let's start with the hair. I feel like people are always asking about my hair stuff. So, I have a few products that I loved for my hair this month. So the first ones are going to be shampoo and conditioner. I fell in love with the Ouai Detox Shampoo back in, I think it was November or December. So I recently tried the Ouai Fine Hair Conditioner and Shampoo. I recently got these at Ulta. Ouai is available at Ulta now, guys. I'm so excited because I love shopping at Ulta anytime I can. So I actually use these today. I've been using these, I would say, because I wash my hair every day. I have like a whole routine. I talk about this all the time. I really need to do a dedicated video to it because there's certain shampoos I use for different times. So this one, I think it's not as like clarifying as the detox shampoo. I think this is a really great like in between, like when my hair's feeling a little bit greasy, because I feel like this shampoo specifically, it just, one, I love the scent. I love the scent of the Ouai stuff. I think it's really grown on me the older that I've gotten, because when I first remember them coming out, I wasn't a fan. But the Ouai products, these will linger in my hair. Like, I will smell this for days. Even if I've cleansed my hair after, I will still smell this. I do use the conditioner more than the shampoo. So this shampoo, it's more of, if my hair is feeling really greasy, I feel like since I do have a more like oily scalp, I think since I've been using this, I mean, I haven't used a ton of it, but a little goes a long way. It kind of gives me like Olaplex vibes, but it's more of like a thinner consistency than that. But it helps maintain my greasiness. So I feel like when I use the shampoo specifically, I could go probably like a day or two without washing my hair. This will hold it over. I'll just spray a little bit of my dry shampoo in there and we're set. But this conditioner has turned into my everyday one, and it's nice, it's expensive, but it's like the fragrance with the formula, with the effects that it has on my hair. It's like all those things kind of wrapped into one is why I've been really loving these. So if you have not checked out Ouai hair products, I highly recommend them. I love these. I love the detangler. I love the detox shampoo. I need to get the fine hair mask. If anybody has tried the mask, please let me know if you've tried that hair mask, because I've been dying to try it, but it's not available on Ulta yet. So that was my first thing for my hair products. Second thing, okay guys, if you follow my channel, you know the obsession with the Dyson. Oh my god, I cannot get enough of the Dyson. So one thing that I've been loving is the longer barrels, specifically these smaller. I put the exact one, everything that I'm talking about today is linked down below. These smaller of the two original longer barrels, because I see there's another one that's even smaller than this. I think it's like, I can't even remember the exact dimensions, but this one, I just prefer the longer barrels because it's just easier since my hair is longer. So these are the barrels that you get with the Dyson as it is. These are the longer barrels. If you have longer hair, this is much more ideal. I feel like it grabs more hair, and it's even less of a thought process with the longer barrels because I don't have to pull as small of sections either. My mom can vouch for this as well because we did buy her, like all of us pitched in for the Dyson for her for Christmas, and she was having a little difficulty with the smaller barrels, but since she bought the longer one, I almost said larger. Since she had bought the longer barrels, she says it's easier for her because she has even longer hair than I do. So I've been really loving these ones specifically. These are the ones that I use for my hair today. I basically just section my hair in two, and then I've been curling it from the back to the front, and then I'll just run my fingers through it, and then I'll have like hairspray and stuff, but then I'll actually brush through it as well. So that is exactly what is the hair today. It's the longer barrel. For the specific name, it's linked in the description box, but it's just made the Dyson even more enjoyable, which I didn't think was possible, but I'm really excited to see there's an even smaller one. It's not available yet, but I am definitely going to be picking it up as soon as it drops. And there's also a smaller round brush available on Ulta and Sephora already. So, oh my God, I just asked the question. I bought the longer barrel, loving it. Same. I love the longer one. Like, I can definitely get use out of these shorter ones. I could totally use them. It wasn't like a make or break for me. But the longer barrels, it's well worth it. I think they're amazing. I hope to see that they do like a complete kit with the longer barrels instead of the shorter ones. I don't know if the Dyson website has one of those, but on Ulta and Sephora, I would love to see that. That Dyson is sold in so many places. I did a dedicated video. If you guys want more of my thoughts on the Dyson, you could check out that video as well. But I think that was everything for my hair. I've got like everything next to me and it's kind of like all over the place, but I'm pretty sure that was everything for hair. Let's move on to skincare. So skincare. I've got a couple faves, a couple fails. Couple faves, couple fails. So let me start with the faves. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is not a new product for me, but I started using my Foreo. I never know how to pronounce it. The Luna Mini 2. I don't think you need this one specifically, but this device for cleansing my face is such a fucking game changer. It's ridiculous. Like, I get super lazy from time to time, especially with skincare. I mean, for everything, but skincare especially when I'm on overnights. Oh my God. The last thing that I want to do is cleanse my face, do the whole damn thing. I started incorporating this because every time I get lazy, I take this out and I'm like, why the fuck do I do that? Because this is such a game changer. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous what a difference that I notice when I use this. So how I use this is I'll put my cleanser all over my face. I'll have my face wet. I'll massage my cleanser in, but then I'll go over it with this. Foreo for the win, for real. It's like, it seems like nothing and it's so expensive. This is like $120. It's so expensive. But it's like when you use it, and then you don't use it, and then you use it again, you're like, why the fuck did I stop using this? That's exactly what happens to me every single time. I've talked about this for years at this point. This is still the same one. You only have to charge it like once a year. It lasts so long. It makes such a difference because it feels like the cleanser just really penetrates your skin, and then it just kind of gets everything like internally, I think, like moving around. I don't know. All I know is it makes a huge difference for my skin, and I just love using this damn thing. I know it's expensive, but I truly feel such a difference, especially like if you look at my face, I always have texture. Let me zoom you guys in. I have very textured skin, and I feel like when I use this, my texture does definitely diminish. Between this product and a couple of my other skincare, my whole skincare routine, this is the one though, I'm like, I immediately notice a difference. Like the next day, my skin just feels softer. It feels just a little bit more plump. Like whenever people say that, I'm like, really? Really plump? It almost gives it like a different texture. It feels softer. That's at least the effect that I have when I do use this. I definitely notice a difference. I know it's expensive as all hell, but if you can get that on a discount, it's well worth the price. I think it's incredible. So I love my Luna Mini 2. It's an oldie but a goodie. I love it. Next two things. These were actually both sent to me. One of them is a fave. One of them is it's not a fail, but I just don't know if it's really worth it. So the first one that I tried out was the Fresh Kombucha Cleansing Treatment. This is something that I really enjoy. I haven't used it a ton, but I really do enjoy this if I don't want to be bothered with the whole cleansing my face and all that sort of shit. Or if, like, because we go four-wheeling and stuff now, or camping. Not right now, but we will. That's when I think this will really come in handy, when I don't exactly have water readily available to wash my face. That's where I think I'll really enjoy this, but it doesn't break out my skin because that was the main thing I was concerned about. It does feel like it leaves almost like kind of like a film over your face, but when I put like my serums and toners on top of it, it doesn't stay there. At least I don't notice it. It's just one of those things, I feel like it just kind of gets everything off the top of your skin. I really like this for if I'm on overnights because I get out of work in the morning. The last thing I want to do is wash my damn face. I'll just use this, rub it all over my face. I'll throw some toner, I'll slap it on, throw my moisturizer on, and then I'm off to bed. That's very much the routine when I'm on nights. But I wouldn't see myself like replacing my cleanser for something like this. I think this is just something that it's nice to have, but I don't know if I would run out and buy it, if that makes sense. And this was also sent to me by Octoly. So I did get this for free. I tried it out. This is my little review right here for you. And then the next thing, I see Victoria's asking what's on my eyes. It is the NARS Uninhibited palette. I did this video yesterday if you guys want to see my first impressions on it, but I'm using that palette again today. Okay, my next skincare product. Actually, I have two fails. This is, okay, they're both not fails. That's not the right way to explain it. It's like, they're okay. They're fine, but I wouldn't spend the money on them again. So I think that would classify them as a fail. You know what I mean? So this is the Caudalie, the Serum, what is it? The Instant Firming Serum. This is brand new. This was also sent to me by Octoly. This is nice. I'm not going to say, like, I don't enjoy using it because I think it smells really nice. Like, Caudalie just has the most spa-like scents to their products. I love the way their products smell. But this product here, I'm like, okay, it's nice. I've used quite a bit of it. I've had this for, I would say, like a month. I use this morning and night. Sometimes I forget, I'm not going to lie. But I notice really nothing from it. It's like, okay, it's a nice serum, but I don't notice anything. So I wouldn't spend the price on this. I think this was like 80 bucks. So it's like a nice product, but I don't think this is necessarily a product that I would need. But I'll be curious to see, like, once I run out, if I notice a difference. I'm still going to keep using it because I think it does feel really nice on the skin. It's just like a serum. It's almost like a milky, oh, it does lock. I like the packaging. It has like a milky type of serum to it, or consistency. It is a serum. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm a mess. So it's just, it's nice. It's a serum. It smells like a spa. That's one thing I love about Caudalie. My favorite thing from Caudalie is the Beauty Elixir, that facial spray. I haven't had it in quite a bit, but oh my gosh. This one, I'm just like, I think it's a little too spency for what it is, at least for me. I don't really think that I need something like this. But this next one, this like breaks my heart. Did I mention this was sent to me by Octoly? If I didn't, it was sent to me by Octoly, but I still would not pay the full price for it. This next one. This hurts my soul because I love Tatcha products so fucking much. But I recently purchased a few of their gift sets because they had, if you spent over a certain amount, you got like free primers and all sorts of shit. Like, I got so much stuff. It was ridiculous. But I decided to try out the Tatcha Silk Cream. Let me say this, okay? It's nice. It works. But it don't have shit on my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. The Dewy Skin Cream is incredible. That is my all-time favorite. I've used quite a bit of this. It's just, like, I use this more for daytime. I think I was just expecting something different. So it's like, it still works. I just think I prefer the Dewy Skin Cream. I love the effect that it has. I love the texture of it. I love the scent. The scent is relatively the same. But this is like $120. The reason that I got this gift set was because the gift set was less than what you'd pay retail for just a full size of this. What was it? It was on sale for like 80 bucks or something like that at the time. So I was like, oh, that's a really good deal. I want to try that. So that's when I decided to get this. But I'm like, look, I got lash glue all over it. I don't think that this is better for my skin than the Dewy Skin Cream. I do prefer the Dewy Skin Cream. I definitely plan on getting the jumbo size when I run out. But I'm still going to use this, but I would not repurchase it. I do think the Dewy Skin Cream is better, in my humble opinion. Oh my gosh, I see you guys all in the live chat. You guys are so funny. I'm trying to get through these just so we don't stay here for the whole damn day. Let's get into makeup. So I have quite a few things of makeup. I'm going to go in the order that I would typically apply for some of these because I have them in order because I did film myself getting ready today. So everything that I'm going to talk about is on my face right now, and you're going to see me actually applying it. So the first thing, I was not expecting to like this. I got to make sure my microphone is hooked up correctly. So this is the Laneige, the Glowy Makeup Serum. Man, oh man, I was not expecting to like this nearly as much as I do because this just gives me a really nice texture, especially for underneath makeup, because it has almost like that tacky, like when I'm going like this, I could feel the tackiness. This is a really great primer for all over my face for underneath makeup. I really, really enjoy this. So I just have this little baby size, but I like this so much. I could see myself getting this in a full size in the future. Like, I'm trying to get through some of the primers that I already have, but this one, I'm just like, oh, the texture, and it feels like a serum. Like, it feels so nice on the skin. So I feel like even if I were to like forget to put moisturizer on, this would give me enough moisture for underneath my makeup to, I think, just make everything last. And then I really like the fact that it has that tacky, like the tacky texture to it, because it feels like your makeup just kind of sticks to it. And I think just everything just lays really nicely on top of it. I do have the Tatcha Silk Canvas, the original. I have that just on like my T-zone. But this, I was like, let me try it. Let me just try it to get it out of my collection because I had this little sample size and I'm like, oh, bitch, I think I'm going to end up getting a full size of this. I keep checking Octoly to see if it's available there so I can get a full size. But this one, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I think it's so nice. I do plan on getting a full size. Hopefully when a Sephora sale comes up, that's when I'll probably end up getting it. So the next thing is a foundation. This is the Gucci, the Natural Finish Foundation. It has much longer of a name, but I know I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not even going to try it. But this foundation is so nice. It's what's on my face right now. You're seeing me apply it right now. It just looks gorgeous on my skin. Every single time I wear this, even before I did my even before I did this video, after I did my makeup, I went upstairs to do my hair, and Shannon just looks at me different. I swear to God, he just looks at me a certain way. I think this is a perfect foundation that it's like, it's not too like over the top, but it's like the perfect, I feel like, I keep checking the video to make sure it doesn't stop. This is, I think, my perfect foundation for if I have like an event. It's not like over the top, like super mattifying or anything like that. It just, I think, works so perfectly for what I look for in a foundation. It has that natural finish. It does apply very yellow though. Like when I first apply it, I'm like, is this gonna work for me? But then as it sits on my skin, and I feel like honestly, as this sits on my skin, it looks even better. I don't think this is a super long wearing foundation as far as, like, I feel like when I get into like the 8-hour mark, it does look definitely like I have makeup on, which I get that with most foundations anyways, but I find that if I just like pat my face with a paper towel or something, it's just like good as new. So I do think if you don't mind getting like shiny throughout the day, this just, it looks beautiful. It looks glamorous without being, I don't know, I guess when I think of glamorous, I think of matte, but it still has that very natural looking medium cover. I don't know. It's just, this is, for me, one of the best foundations I think I've ever tried. And I'm just like, look at me. That's how I feel whenever I wear this. And then just, I guess, hearing Shannon's reactions every time I'm wearing this, like, because he doesn't comment on my makeup all the time. He just always comments on my skin whenever I'm wearing this. So I'm like, oh, if he's going to comment on that, yup, it's a good foundation. I fucking love it. I'm wearing the shade, what is it, 220N Fair Medium. I do think the shade is slightly off just because it does look a little bit more yellow. I think I lean a little bit more pink, but it works. It totally works for what I have going on. Right? Doesn't it just look... It just looks beautiful. I fucking love it. This is just a foundation that was meant for me. I love this damn foundation. I know it's super spency. Sephora sale, like, bet your titties on it. That's going to be in my Sephora recommendations, like, without question. It's so, so nice. So that is my current favorite foundation. Next thing. Oh man, listen, I had such high expectations for this because of how expensive it was, but bitch, I'm so obsessed with this, and you're gonna see how obsessed this is. Obsessed with it. Like, I can't even talk. You're gonna see how obsessed I am with this. So this is the Chanel Fleurs de Printemps. I don't know how to say it. This is the blush duo that just launched from Chanel. First of all, look at this. Look at the usage already. Look how intense my face looks right now. Oh my god. This blush. Oh my god. I cannot get enough of this blush. This is like my perfect spring blush. It's got the perfect amount of coralliness to it, so it's got a blush and a highlighter. I love the fact that you can mix these together. So the blush, I would say, is more matte. And then you have this highlighter, which is very natural. So first you're going to see me just applying the blush by itself. And then I'm going to go over and apply the blush and kind of mix them together. And now I'm applying just the highlighter to the tops. So I like the fact that I can mix these together. I could use them separately. That was a face at the end of that clip. Wowza. I love this fucking blush. It's so pretty. It's so just easy to use. And it's like every time I do my makeup, I reach for this now. This is if you have more textured skin like I do. This is not the only highlight that's on my face right now. I'm going to talk about other highlights as well. But it's very, very natural, very subtle. But this blush, it just gets me. I love a coral blush. And I love the fact that you have the ability to mix them. I just love that shit. Like favorites, it's like, what else do you say besides I fucking love it? That's the only thing I can say. And this brush that comes with it, I like to use this for like a precise highlight. I basically only use this with this blush duo anyways. But this is like, okay, it's $70. Do I think it's worth $70? Yes, because I love it. It's a whole experience. Especially like my Chanel box. The whole experience of Chanel ordering from the Chanel website, it's so over the top and so extra and so bougie. That's just another part of it that I love. And then it's like, you get the brush. This is one of the softest brushes. Like, you know how when you get brushes with products, you're like, why? This made sense because it fits perfectly in the pan. So I like to use my Refer number 3 for my blush just because it takes me way too damn long. But with this, with the highlight, it's perfect. I fucking love it. Okay, it's luxury, it's expensive, but I would buy this again. I 100% would, just because it's a tone that I love. Why is this not shutting correctly? Come on, Chanel, work with me. There we go. I do kind of wish, this is one thing, it comes with a little bag. I do kind of wish that the packaging on Chanel was just a little bit more luxurious because it is like a plastic packaging, but you got this little bag, it comes in this box. It's cute. It's cute. I love the tones. I love the shade. I love the effect that it has on my skin. It just looks very flattering on my textured skin. That's the, like, anytime things look flattering on my skin, I'm just like, yep, love it. Love it so much. Give me more of that. That's very much where I'm at. Next thing. All right, so people were asking, what is on your highlight? Part of it is the Chanel, but the other part of it is the Space Age highlighters from Collidos. And this is also going to lead into 2 fails. I know. I'm all over the place, but it's okay. So the shade that I'm wearing today is Star Surfer. It has like it almost looks white in the pan, or like an off-white, but then it has a pink reflect to it. This paired with that Chanel blush duo, bitch. These highlighters, they just give, see, I gotta start fading out. Look at how it just ends. These are beautiful highlighters if you have skin like me. I love a blinding ass highlighter, but whenever I wear blinding highlighters like this, they really accentuate the texture, which can be problematic. But I feel like for the most part, these don't do that. I think they give a super high shine but wet look to the skin, but they also look more flattering than I think other formulas do. But I will say my least favorite is the Space Age Prophecy, because I think this just accentuates my texture too much. I think the effect of it is beautiful. I'll give you guys a swatch of this one. But overall, I think all the other ones that I've used so far, I've been really enjoying them. I just like how they give like a fun, just kind of switch to your typical highlighters because they have really like just different types of undertones. So this is the Space Age Prophecy. So this is supposed to be like a multi-chrome. So right off the get-go, I'm like, ooh, fuck me up. It looks so pretty and the formula is so smooth. It's just on my face, I think it just accentuates a little bit too much texture, but I could still make it work. But their formulas are so nice because of how thin and smooth, but how reflective they are. Like, the fact that I have this highlight showing so nicely, I mean, part of it is my lighting, but it's just the overall, it's the overall collidos effect. You know what I mean? So if I were to recommend any, it's going to be basically all the ones that I've tried except for this one. This was my least favorite. I think Mars Melter is probably my favorite one though, because I just don't really have anything like it in my collection. These were also sent to me. I forgot to mention that. So I received all of these for free, but these would be highlighters I would still buy. I would be kind of nervous though, just because like knowing how blinding they are and knowing my texture, but this shade right here, it's so unique and so beautiful. I've worn this so many times on my face, but it just gives the most beautiful, it gives like a flush, but yet the most unique highlight to your face. I don't even know how to explain it. So Mars Melter, I would say this one's my favorite, but I also do really love the shade that I used today. What the hell shade was it? Star Surfer. But I've worn, oh my God, what shade? I did a video. Actually, I featured some of these products in that. It was like a get ready with me or like testing new makeup. I used, what shade did I use in that video? I think I used this one here. Comet Catcher. I think I used that one. I've used, let's see, Star Surfer. I haven't used Ray Rider yet or Diamond Dasher, which I think are like the most neutral. But that's where like if I want just a highlight that's kind of like out of the norm, because like these two here have like blue and purple reflex to them. They're just so unique, and that's one thing that I really love about makeup, like finding makeup that's just different than pretty much like everything else on the market. Do I think that these are so unique that we've never seen them before? In this texture, that was odd. In this texture, I do think that they're very unique, but if I were to just warn anybody, if you have texture, I think the effect that this has is incredible, the Space Age Prophecy. It's just, if you have texture like I do, like I know you could see the texture right there, it really accentuates it. So that was just my experience with those highlighters. And then the last one is, this is a fail, technically, from Collidos, the Charisma Contour Palette. The only reason that this is a fail is because this is just not a shade that works for me. Like, I don't like cool tone contours. The bronzer's nice, but it's a matte bronzer. I typically like luminous bronzers, but this shade here, I have the shade Warm and Medium. This is just way too cool tone for me. It looks like I threw mud on my face. And then this highlighter, I haven't been setting my under eyes. Like, I was using the Dior, like, Blooming Garden powder. I'm actually going to talk about that in a little bit, too. I don't really reach for this. This was sent to me, so I'm not heartbroken that I have it. But this would not be something that I would reach for. It would not be something that I would purchase. I don't really like buying, honestly, face palettes anymore, except, like, blush palettes. I don't know, they really got to speak to me, but like this, I had no intentions of even buying because I knew that I wouldn't really utilize two of the shades out of the three. So that's why this was a fail for me, was between the fact that it was just something that I didn't really need, but then also the shades just don't work for what I like on my face. If anything, I don't even really contour anymore. I just do like a cream bronzer. That's all that's on my face today besides blush. So this one for me, this was a pass, but there's so many amazing products from this brand. My Club Nebula palette should be here, I think, this week. I'm so excited for that palette. Let's just talk about this right here. So this is the Dior Skin Mineral Nude Glow in the shade Blooming Garden. This is not even available in the US yet. So this I saw on Instagram. Chic Profile Official. She's always given me the dirty deets on the new luxury makeup products. So I initially saw this and I had to have it because I thought it was going to be like a Dior highlighter. It's not. I did a dedicated video to this as well when I got it. So this is a correcting powder. So it's more of like a brightening powder. I wish I never bought this. I was like, okay, I'm really starting to like it. I'm really starting to like it. And then I used it again the past few times I've done my makeup. And I'm like, my under eyes look better when I don't set them, which is so, it's still so bizarre to me. But I think it's like the primers that I'm using, just the overall, I think, routine that I have going on. Not setting my under eyes is looking better on my skin. Like, I don't even use my Pat McGrath powder. I haven't really been using my Hourglass powder. Sometimes I'll dust the powder all over my face. But as far as like a brightening powder, I think it's just too much because I have a lot of texture underneath my eyes. So I feel like when I put powders there, it just doesn't do me any favors. So this, it's like, if you don't have the textures that I do think that this is a nice powder. I think you can use this as like a really light highlighter, a very natural type of highlighter. But for what I paid for this, I paid like $100 for this just because I wanted to have it. This is only available, I think, in Asia right now, but it should be coming to the US. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it for the price. It doesn't cost $100. It cost me $100 because I bought it through a personal shopper from Japan, you know? So it's not going to cost that much. But even just overall, I'm like, this was not something that I needed. I would have been so much happier if it was an actual like Dior highlighter. So I'm going to classify this as a fail. I'm still like, the collector in me is like, oh, I'm glad that I have it. But I'm like, realistically, there was so many other things that I could have bought that I probably would have loved even more. My issue was I should have looked into what this actually was, because I went into it expecting it to be like their traditional like blinding type highlighters, and it's not that whatsoever. So this one, if you're thinking it's a highlighter, it's not. It's a correcting powder. I do think that there is a certain market for it. It's just not for me. So this one, I'm like, oh, I really like it. Ooh, I kind of like my makeup better. Like, I didn't set my under eyes today, and I think they look better than they did yesterday. You know, it's just one of those things. It was expensive as all hell, but I'll keep using it. But I wouldn't run out and buy it again. That's for damn sure. So, let's move on. What else we got? We talked about the Space Age Prophecy highlighters. Let's talk about my current obsession for a lipstick, because I haven't been this in love with a lipstick since the Propa Beauty lipsticks. This Dior Rouge lipstick. This is the shade Sakura, or Pink Sakura. Rouge Dior 241 Pink Sakura lipstick. This is what's on my lips right now. This is such a beautiful formula. It has, let me put it right here. It's got, I would say, like medium coverage. Like if you swipe it a couple times, you have full pigmentation. But it has the most beautiful finish on this. It's very reminiscent to like the finish that I love about the Propa, except I think that this is not as like slip and slidey as the Propa. Like the Propa is so moisturizing and so luminous and so just juicy. This is just very much along those lines, but just a little bit more toned down, and it's not as soft. So it keeps its shape. The shade of this is beautiful. I have it on over the Natasha Denona, the I Need a Nude lip liner in the shade Ilona, I think is how you pronounce it. This formula though, I know that there's other formulas in the Rouge Dior line, but it's Pink Sakura. I don't know if it's like I would consider it like a satin finish, but I know that there's mattes. I know that there's a bunch of different finishes within those lines. I'm talking about Pink Sakura, whatever finish it is, I would peg it as a satin. I want so many of these lipsticks now because I love it. I love the feeling on my lips. I think it too, let's zoom you guys in. I think it looks even more smooth. I mean, you could still see some of my lines, but seeing my face that close up is sometimes problematic, but it's okay because hello texture. Oh my God, I just saw a super chat come across. Jessica, stop it right now. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your makeup looks so beautiful. I was folding clothes. What foundation do you have on again? I am wearing the Gucci foundation. This is my favorite foundation for January. Thank you so fucking much for the super chat. Jessica, you don't have to do that. You guys don't have to send me super chats. I'm just here to share with you my favorite products, damn it. Oh my God. Kelly says such a pretty color. I know. It's perfect. It's like a perfect lipstick. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Yes, I'm so glad that I got this lipstick. That was my favorite thing that I got from Dior recently, was the lipstick. All right. We said we weren't going to talk about palettes, so we're not going to talk about palettes. Let's talk about another fail. I fucked myself on this one. I gave in to this Maybelline Sky High mascara. I saw this shit all over Twitter. Or not Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I found this shit all over TikTok. I played myself, though. Waterproof. Why did I buy... I'm like, why? How did I not know that this was waterproof? It literally says waterproof right on there. It said waterproof right on the packaging. I was just a dumbass and didn't look. But this, I'm just like... I don't get the hype. I don't like the fact... Look at how, like... I don't like this. I don't like when a wand is so bendy. I don't mind the overall, like, applicator. Like, this is very reminiscent to, like, my Thrive Cosmetics, my Hourglass Unlocked, like, my tubing mascaras that I love. Very reminiscent to that, except it's a lot more bendy, and I don't love that because I don't know why. It's like a preference thing. But what really turned me off was it was waterproof. This is a bitch to get off. Like, ridiculous how difficult it is. So for me, I'm just like, okay, this was my fault. I bought the wrong one, but the overall, like, application, I wasn't really a fan of. I'm much more of a fan of other mascaras. But Maybelline, especially the Lash Sensational line, I feel like they really nail it for the most part. Like, the one that has, like, the curve in it, that mascara is bomb.com. I think Maybelline does mascaras really well, except I played myself and I bought the wrong one. It's my fault. It's not Maybelline's, but that had to be a fail for me. Let's see. Yeah, cat. I got it on accident. I was like, how did I not notice that was waterproof? Oh my God, I'm such a dumbass. All right, let's hit it with one more fail because I think this is the last fail. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This was sent to me by Urban Decay. This just looks way too makeup-y. Like, I know this is like a tinted moisturizer type of a product. It looks way too heavy on my skin. Like, I think this could look, like, this very much looks like I have makeup on, but this really looks like I have makeup on, especially the longer that I wear it. Like, when I first apply it, I'm like, ooh, it looks really good on camera. But then as I'm wearing it, I'm like, oh no, this is just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, the more shit that I put on top of it. So I think this is a product for some people. I'm just not really a tinted moisturizer type of person. Just give me like a medium, like a light medium foundation and I'm set. That's what I like. I already do like a moisturizer and stuff like that. I think if you're somebody that's on the go, this could be appealing to you. Like, this packaging is everything. I love it. This just was not a product for me as far as it just looks way too heavy. It really does accentuate my texture as well. So this one I'm like, thank you so much, Urban Decay, for sending this to me, but I just was not a fan at all. And I was so excited about this too. Yeah, that's just not my fave. But is that, let's see, I'm like looking around my desk. I had everything written out. So I'm like, let me make sure I mention all the things because I forget something in every single favorites video. Never freaking fails. Let's see, I talked about those. I think this is where we're going to have the last hurrah. We're not talking about eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to share with you some eyeshadows. Because I can't get enough of these fucking eyeshadows. Guys, if you have not tried Divina shadows, oh my god, look what I just got. I bought so many of their bundles. Their formulas are just so fucking nice. But the one specific that I had to mention today is Exosphere. No, it's this. Let me make sure I got the right one. Exosphere. It was this one. I wore this shade on my freaking eyeballs. And people lost their minds. These are so insanely reflective. And shiny. Let me guess, Divina for realsies. They're so, like, they're just so good. I cannot. But this shade specifically, I can't with the look that I did. And just how shiny and reflective and silky soft that they are. It's so nice. And then the other shade, Moonlit, I can't get enough of Moonlit. It's this shade right here. I swatched this so... Guys, I swatched this so much. But I can't help myself. It's just the texture. Look, I'm going to have another uncomfortably zoomed in zoom. Look at the texture, though. Look at how sparkly and reflective. It's like a taste of everything. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I just got, oh my god, what did I get? I got like the candy cakes, the exploders. I bought all this. Where's my little thing? Do I have it right here? I'll tell you everything that I bought. I got the candy cakes. I got Centaurus, Galaxy Dust, Hemisphere, Phalanx, Phenomenon, Plated, Smarties, and the Exploders collection. Yes, I did it. I did it, and I regret nothing. Ugh, so pretty. Divina Cosmetics. Yes, bitch. Did I link them below? I'll have to check. Oh, yes, I did. I know I linked it below. I linked Exosphere below, though, because this shade, though, I really need to find a new, like, because I keep having, like, wait, what palette is it? What palette is it? The Aurora Flares. This is one of the new shades, and then this one is the new shade. Do you guys want swatches? Let's swatch. Swatch, 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 swatch. I think of Kelly every time. Every time now. This is one of the new shades. Oh my god, that's so pretty. What shade is this? Let me take it out. Let me see what shade. Phenomenon. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. These just get me so hyped. And then Hemisphere is the second one. First time touching it. Look at that. Look at that reflection. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. Moonlit though. Oh, they're so good. So fucking good. I cannot. I am an affiliate with Divina, but their shadows just like rock my fucking socks off. I get so excited. Okay. I think that's everything for my... No, it's not. I have one more. An alcoholic beverage, guys. Are you excited? I drank the rest of them. Your girl got a little turn up the other night. But my friend left these at my house, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to cut down on my carb and sugar intake. So my friend is also trying to do the same thing. So she brought over these Truly lemonades, guys. Listen. All this hard seltzer bullshit, I don't know who thinks it's a good idea to like them, but these Truly lemonades are hot fucking fire. These are so, so good. Like, they don't actually taste like seltzer. They actually taste like something that actually has sugar. Because I love sugary, just all the bad stuff that you're not supposed to drink. I love fruity cocktail. Like, give me like Sex on the Beach. Oh my god, I used to always smell like peach schnapps. That's how much I love Sex on the Beaches. But they're so high in sugars and calories. So these, I know that they have iced teas out too. Like, twisted teas, twisted tea half and half. You can catch me with those all the time in the summertime. The Mike's Hard Watermelon. That's like my drink of choice come the summertime. But these, what's the booze content? 5%. Shots were involved the other night though. So 5% alcohol, 100 calories, 1 gram of sugar. Those are the best tasting seltzers I've ever had. I'm just going to say it. I feel like I've had people shame me. They're like, why are you promoting alcohol on your channel? I'm like, because first of all, I'm a bar owner. Second of all, I love a good cocktail. Have you guys tried those? That Truly lemonade is what's up. See, okay. You're picking up on putting down. Kimberly, I think you're like the only other person that is on the Mike's watermelon train like I am. I love those the Mike's Hard watermelons. Oh my god. Fruit fart water. Oh my gosh. If anybody has tried the iced tea versions of those though, please let me know. But any of the other, like, White Claw is tolerable. But any of the other, like, seltzers that I've had, it's never an enjoyable experience drinking them for me. Those, I could crush those. I think they're so, so good. Amanda remembers. Oh, let's see what you guys say. Exactly. Because I'm an adult and who gives a flying fuck? Exactly. Exactly. But guys, that is everything that I had written down for my favorites, fails. There are some things, like newer things, that I'm still testing out. So I'll probably mention those in my February favorites and fails. Or I might even do, like, every few months. I think I might come back to, like, everything that I bought in X month. So maybe in, like, March, I'll say, okay, let's review everything that I bought in January. Do you guys like that idea? I am going to do separate palette videos, though, like ranking all of my palettes that I used in January. That will be coming most likely tomorrow or the following day. It will definitely be coming in the next few days. I'm not sure when. Just turn on your notifications, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting on Insta stories whenever I'm planning on going live. That's probably the best place to keep up with me is on Instagram. But other than that, I'm on TikTok. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for you. Please leave a comment down below of what you guys were loving this month or loathing, because that always helps me. Let me know anything that you guys are excited about. And what's today? Is today Sunday? Oh my God, it won't be tomorrow. We got new makeup releases tomorrow. So new makeup releases tomorrow, and then probably a palette ranking the next day. So come back tomorrow. Most likely 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like doing those videos at nighttime. I feel like that's when you guys like them as well. So tune in tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anything changes with the times, I will update you guys beforehand. And don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe. That's it. Okay, bye!